As I try to talk about the overall support that the P90 device can give to you, because in the past what you can see is a device that works on only one segment of the body. The human body is diverse. There are so many compartments in human life that forms this whole person that you see. From our sense of teaching and knowledge sharing, we have been able to demystify the human being into 4 components. Even though the 4 components are interdependent, the 4 components are not working independently, they are working interdependent on one another. These 4 dimensions of human existence, which is 4 components, is the body. The body is the visible part of human life. I call it container. I remember I've shared this in many videos. This is the place that people invest more on in their life. Is the place that people mostly invest on, because that is where you nourish every day to be able to carry the other components. Unfortunately, this body is the most visible. I call it the container. And in actual sense, what really defines who you are, your aspiration, your achievement, what defines you, it's not this body. In other words, people invest so much in the body, but they neglect the other 3 components which actually define who they are. When you see a young girl made money and where they go and invest their money is on BBL to do nyash, it's part of the investment on the body. Like I talk about this Olylife, how it supports the overall health. When you focus on developing your health, the real human being live in this body. This is the body that carries the human being. So the body must be fit, must be alive, must be okay. But the truth is this: so many people invest so much on this body at the expense of these 3 other dimensions. You know, I'm going to talk about this P90 and I'm going to relate it to what is happening to this little girl called King Mitchy, who, because she has over-invested in her body and not invested on these other 3 dimensions. She didn't invest on these 3 other dimensions properly, and that was why she fumbled. This body eats food of wellness. We need to feed well, you need to exercise, you need to be fit, you know. And one thing is that you are lucky to have a device like this P90, whereby 30 minutes on it is equivalent to 2 hours of cardiovascular exercise. Using this P90, you have worked on for 30 minutes, you have worked on your heart for 2 hours, because it stimulates blood circulation and deliver nutrients to every part of your body, and that is how it eliminates inflammations. Now let me go to one dimension of our life and the food it takes. For instance, this human being, there are parts of this human being that make you whole: the mind, the heart, and your soul. The mind, you see, the mind is the software. You know, when you talk about this device that I'm using to discuss with you now, if this device crash, this container that warehouse it is useless. Just like the body is the container. When you say a human being has died, the body is still there, the container is still there. The real human being makes up of the mind, the heart, and the soul. That is what defines who you are. And what food do you need to feed this element, which I call the operating system? Your operating system, what is it that you use to feed it? Yes, we have known what we use to feed the body. We feed the body with food and medicine. And we have taught you from the event that is coming on the 7th, which you are going to see clearly, according to Albert Einstein, that the future of medicine is frequency. You know, I said it, that this body feeds on food and medicine. And the new future medicine has predicted, which is this, because the future is here now, which is now. The future of this frequency, the future of medicine is frequency. And what is this frequency? Is pulse electromagnetic field frequency and terahertz wave technology combined. This is the frequency that's what it's treating, is revolutionizing and helping people's life everywhere in the world. Now, that is the food that your body takes, this body. But what is the food that your mind takes?